bar. Welcome to Heard at the Bar. I'm Kristy.
And I'm Courtney. We did it in a
totally
different.
messed things up. That's not how we
It's
usually
fine.
do it.
No, that's not how it. It's
I kinda
new.
like
New. It's
I
new.
know, but I think I kind of like the hey, welcome, or starting
I
with
liked
the
it. I liked starting with the name of the podcast versus us starting with our names.
Okay, so those
The
of you
new
watching,
era.
you've just witnessed a
The
transition,
new start.
the new start, the new us, new and
Yeah.
improved,
New and improved.
just always improving, always evolving.
Yeah. Whether it's on purpose or not.
Right. That's right. That's what we do. Oh my goodness. Okay. So poor Courtney. You have a pimple.
I do. Thanks. Thanks for the intro. Yes, I do.
I
On
just
my cheek.
wanted to point out
It's
your
like
one
it's like
little
you
flaw.
see it now. I guarantee it's this big,
No,
massive thing. You're like,
you cannot.
oh, Courtney,
You
I can
cannot.
see
Now
your
I've also
pimple.
taken my glasses off for this, so I can see it even less,
So you
which is
can't even see me.
I can see you. It's just you're like a little fuzzy. It's like I'm
Yeah,
wearing
I
3D glasses without it being 3D. It's a little
gotcha. I've actually watched a movie like that before.
or the
But
3D
yes,
without the 3D. Anyways, you know what I'm saying.
yeah, watching a 3D movie without the 3D glasses, everything is fuzzy.
Yeah, that's all. You're just a
Yep,
little
I've
fuzzy.
done that before. Yeah, I've done that
It's my own
before.
little personal filter for all y'all. Take your
Yeah,
glasses off and you're all just nice and smooth and fuzzy.
fuzzy, fuzzy. Yes, yes, I have a zit in the middle of my cheek. It's
Oh.
just, I don't know.
There comes
I
a
guess
point in your life where that is just
I thought it
cruel.
would go away.
And
Like,
it
it's just
hasn't.
honestly, I don't get my period anymore. I don't get any of that. Why do I still get zits? Like, seriously, people, what is going on here? Dermatologist, if you're watching this, please
Yeah.
reach out to us.
Plain.
Explain why I got this in the middle of my cheek.
This is cruel. Especially since
And
we're
I'm going to guarantee I know I probably was sitting like this yesterday.
Ah,
I was probably sitting with my index finger on my cheek because that's exactly where it is. So if I am tired, I sit like this.
okay.
So I
Here's
bet you that's
a
what I did.
Courtney tell. So
Courtney,
during
tell.
taping, if you all of a sudden,
If you suddenly see me with my head in my hand, it's because I'm
yeah,
tired.
because you're tired.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
For
probably
me,
it.
you can tell because my hair will start like doing weird things. It'll be like sticking up in weird spots, and it doesn't look right.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Ooh. So we were just talking before we got going, and we were talking about what we were going to talk about today. And so we thought that we might talk a little bit about dating apps at our age.
Yeah.
So not
Unfortunately, I
dating
have
apps
an
for
excuse.
young people. We're talking
Yeah.
about how people middle age deal with dating apps.
Who grew up during I mean, I feel like we talk about this almost every episode, but during the slut shaming era.
Yes.
Grew up during the like you date one guy and one guy only.
Hmm.
You didn't date many. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
You don't
crazy.
go on dates with
So
multiple, but when we were young, you didn't go on dates with multiple people. So you
no,
weren't like dating Bob Monday and Harry on Wednesday. That wasn't a
correct,
thing.
correct,
Otherwise, somebody called you names.
correct. But also, you wouldn't call Harry on the phone and he'd start talking about what he wanted to do to you.
No, 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 because we obviously didn't have cell phones. So there was no sexting. There was also no, like, you never had those sex calls. Like, that wasn't a
Well,
thing.
I mean, I did.
Maybe I was young. Maybe I was too
Yeah.
young.
No, not that I was participating in it. I had guys call me and say inappropriate things. Yeah, I've had some very unwanted experiences in my
Oh,
life around sex. Yeah, so maybe that's why I'm a little bit more sensitive even then on the dating apps when people start going there. Because I've had the
maybe.
like the scary like I saw you on the bus today. I blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. Oh God, yeah.
That kind of thing, yes. Did I ever tell you about I lived on my own when I was 17, 18, when I turned 18. I lived on my own. And I lived in this apartment at Adelaide and Fanshawe. So not a
Okay.
bad area, but not a great area. Um, and every morning, I would get up and I would walk to my patio door and open my blinds and then turn around and go back and have a shower, get ready, go. And I was still in high school.
Okay.
So go to high school. And then in the summer, I was working as a camp counselor. Well, one day I came out and saw a little, remember notes? We used to do notes and fold them in fancy ways back in the
Oh yeah,
day.
yeah.
Yeah. So there was a fancy folded note at my balcony door. I was on the second floor and I saw it and was like, what's that out there? And I thought, oh, somebody must have thrown something up.
Right.
And I was like, okay.
The fancy
And
fold
I,
would allow for a good throw.
a good throw, right? So I just didn't even look at it, didn't even care. So went about my day, went to work, came home, saw another one of those fancy notes on my walk home, right on the path that I walk. And I was like, oh, isn't that interesting? Stepped over it, kept going. So then the next day, as I was walking, I saw another note. And I was like, hmm. So I picked it up and opened it, and it said something about, I watch you walk to work every day, kind of thing. And I was like, oh, that's weird. That must not be for me. So I I put it in the in the garbage can, kept going. Came home. The next morning, there was another one at my door, up at my balcony door. So I opened the balcony, picked it up, and it said something inappropriate about watching me take my clothes off. I called the police.
Good.
And they came, and I was in a building here. There was one right across from it and one right beside it. So they figured, because the person in the letter said that they watched me from their balcony and they could see in. So the police stood on my balcony and looked to see what
We could see it.
apartments across could see into my apartment. Nothing that I'm aware of ever came of it, but I was never so scared in my life, because they clearly were able to get things onto my balcony with nobody stopping them.
Courtney,
That
that's
that was my
terrible.
that's my closest to any kind of like sexting writing. It was a letter that
Yeah.
someone wrote and told me how they watched me take my clothes off.
See, but I think this is the thing exactly right here. What you're saying is that for us, and I don't know, maybe it's a generational thing, but when that sort of thing happened, when you had that kind of advancement from a guy you didn't know, hadn't met
Yeah.
yet, it
Yeah.
was malicious. It was typically
Yes.
perverted. It was typically they were predatory.
Yes.
So
Yes.
now to be on these apps where like we're all there for a reason. We're all there to meet
Yep.
somebody. And I had a man say that
Hmm.
to me once. Well, aren't we all here to find somebody to have sex with? Well, I mean, maybe, but
Eventually.
eventually, but like that doesn't mean that you say hi and then go right at it. Like
Yeah.
I'd like a
Yeah.
little bit more like elegance, please. A little bit more like I was saying to I'm chatting with somebody right now, and our first conversation, how is it going on the app, which many ask. And I said something along the lines of not many dates, a lot of talk and not many dates.
Yeah.
And he said something about being inappropriate. And I said, yeah, I tend to be you're either asked on a date or you're like the 1-900 number for free. Right. And I'm like,
Yes.
I'm not, shoot, you know what? Sorry. Is my ADHD brain. We should have started this with, I don't know if my daughters watch this, but
Oh,
Billy and
yeah.
Isabel, you might want to turn it off right now. You don't want to watch this one.
Oh, I totally forgot. Yeah. If you girls are watching, you might want to not watch.
Because I got another story. Remind me of that in a second. So
Okay.
stop
Okay.
watching, girls, because mommy's going to say things you don't want to hear. Even though they're grown ass women, they still don't want to
Yeah.
hear it. Um, yeah, so I said like the 1-900 one, and I don't even get a dinner first. Like at least take me out for dinner. Like I feel very uncomfortable sharing intimacy with somebody who I've only seen a picture. I don't know
Yeah.
anything about you,
Yeah.
and now you're wanting to talk about like what you want to do to me and what like I don't know how many guys it's like, hey, hi, a little bit of like whatever talk, and then the
Yeah.
next thing is I want you,
Yeah.
and every time I'm like, I don't know what to say to that. Like,
Yeah.
thank you, okay,
I know.
like
I can't
what do
imagine
you want
that.
me to do? I'm like, I don't know yet. I haven't met you. I don't know who you are. I don't know. You're handsome, but like, You're not so handsome now. There's one recently that, yeah, if he said, I want you, do you want me? I'd be like, yeah, cry. Honey, let's go.
Yes,
Uh,
actually, let's go now.
let's go right this very second. Uh, quick. But like for the most part, I'm like I don't know what to even say to that. Like it's very
Yeah,
uncomfortable. So okay, so here's the funny. So okay, hopefully I've said that story, and now Kayla and Isabel, if you're watching, you've
have
stopped
moved
because
over.
this becomes the you don't want to listen to. So when I started down this road of going on dates, I being a mature woman knew that there were things that I needed to do to protect myself. I've made it this long without getting an STD. Ain't
Yeah.
gonna go for it now. So, of course, I got condoms. Oh, Navy!
She can't hear. I've got AirPods in.
Oh, okay, good. That I like totally had this like, oh my God, you just walked in on that. Navy. Okay. Oh my God. I like totally felt like I just got caught doing something bad. Completely.
Your parents, remember you were talking to
Yes.
and your parents would come
Oh
in,
my
you'd be like,
God.
oh, go
Did
away.
you hear that? What did you hear? Okay.
No, she didn't hear anything. I have
Okay.
AirPods in.
Take two. Take two. Okay. So being responsible, I bought condoms.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. And the what do you keep looking at? Is somebody listening?
My dog. Dog. I don't know if you can see her. See her down there?
She wants out.
Because Neve came home. She's decided
Oh.
that she wants out.
As you can see, we are actually doing this remotely today. Courtney and I are at our homes separated for this because we're trying to fit it in with our busy lifestyle.
We're trying to fit it in with everything going on.
So the side tables that I have are just tables. They
Hmm.
don't have drawers in it, which like, what
Oh.
was I thinking? Like I had this
Oh, in
like
your
one
bedroom.
bed. Yes, I don't have drawers. So I have this
Okay.
like basket beside the bed, which has some like
Yeah.
hand cream in it, lip stuff in it. And then it has the condoms in it, but like it's not obvious. They're just tucked in there so that
Yeah.
if the
Should
opportunity
it?
arises,
Yep. You're
hopefully
ready.
one of these days,
Yeah.
exactly, I'm prepared. I'm ready. We don't have
Yeah.
to stop. We don't have to wait. It's right there. We're ready to go.
Yeah.
So Kayla and Isabel watched my apartment for me when I was at the girls' homes
Oh.
weekend a few weeks ago. And they made a point of saying, like, do you have to keep them by the bed? Like, do you have to make it like,
Where
dudes?
else would you keep them?
And Kayla was so upset that she put it underneath the counter in the kitchen in the bathroom because she didn't want it anywhere near her. And I'm like, what were you doing? Like poking around in it? Like, don't poke around through things. Like,
Why were you
they were
going through my
tucked. It
stuff?
wasn't obvious that they were out. You would have had to move
Yes.
things in order to see it because they haven't been used. And I put other stuff in front of it on
Yeah.
purpose of like,
Yes.
if anybody were to walk in here, I don't want them to just see
You
it.
wouldn't see it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because I'm a good girl and I don't want people to think that this is what I do on a regular basis. There's not many suitors that
Yes.
are,
But still.
yes, but I'm prepared because I am a
Yes.
mature adult and that's what we do. So anyways, so this so for them to listen to this would just
Yes.
be
Oh, it would be too
horrid.
much for them.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
don't they would not be able to manage that. So not that they don't want me to find someone or to be happy or to
Yes.
be in a
Yeah. But
relationship.
for them to have to think of that.
They don't want to think of their
Not.
mother as a sexual being and
No. No.
getting her kicks off. But no, okay, so back to these dating apps. They have been a ride. There have been some hilarious stories because I
Yeah.
started it's been a year that I've been on the dating apps. And I'm actually officially divorced. That happened apparently April 23rd. I just found that out today. Today is June 18th.
Yeah. June
Took me a
18th.
while to find that out, but it's official. So yes, I did start dating while I was separated, but I knew there was no going back. It wasn't a concern that how am I going to explain this? Anyways,
Yeah.
um yeah, so it's been a year and like it was shocking to me. So like there was one guy who we start chatting and we chatted probably longer than both of us intended to or thought we should have. In fact, he said that it was the longest he had actually talked to somebody without something happening. I found him extremely adorable, but he was extremely inappropriate at the same time. But
Oh.
but I found it cute.
Okay.
I know it's weird. I know. But it was, chatting and whatever. Hey, what are you up to tonight? I was like, oh, this is weird. I'm like, oh, I'm watching a movie and doing laundry. He's like, oh, so am I. We should do that together. And I'm like, stranger danger. I think that's exactly what I said. Stranger danger. I'm like, I don't know you. You're not coming over here. He's like, what? Why not? Blah, blah, blah. And we had this whole long conversation. He was the one who offered to give me a massage, to be my
Oh,
masseur, that he made house
yes.
calls. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
well, that's fine. But new company policy, you have to have an intake. So what I said, we had to meet first out in public.
Yes. Before you allow them into your house.
Exactly. Because for me, and I think maybe this is something that guys don't fully understand. For me, I could find you attractive in the picture. I could enjoy our conversation. But once
Hmm.
you're in front of me and we start talking and this has happened, I'm like, oh,
Yeah. You
really?
could get the
I'm
ick.
not, I get the
You could
ick,
have an ick.
or I'm not feeling the chemistry. I'm just feeling like, I think it's more friendship. I could be a friend with you rather than do more things. So it's not even the ick, but there have been the ick.
Hmm.
But more so it's that. Uh, and so we chatted early on, and you know what, Courtney, for me, coming out of a relationship that was abusive and
Yes.
he was unkind to me, and
Hmm.
he put me down and made me feel
Yeah.
terrible about myself,
Yeah.
to have these guys wanting me,
Yeah.
saying nice things to me, making me feel sexy again, making me feel young. It was, yeah, it was lovely. And I understand a little bit the appeal of the having a younger
A younger guy.
guy.
Yeah. It's,
I because
I feel like men our age sometimes don't, they weren't, I don't know if they weren't brought up or they just take for granted and they don't give the compliments and they don't give the,
yeah,
you know what I mean? That the
yeah,
younger generation do.
100%. And when they do, it comes across creepy. Like they don't know how to
Yes.
do it and sound genuine. They
Yes.
all sound creepy when they do it. It's like,
They sound like
okay,
they're just
settle
saying it to
down.
get something
Right. Yeah.
rather than just to compliment you.
Right.
Like, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So he and the funny thing is that so we every because I've done many apps. I don't should I be ashamed of that? I don't know. I'm
Oh
tried
no,
them
I don't
all.
know anything about this, so I don't think I wouldn't be ashamed. They're all
Right. So
different.
I've tried many apps, and on many apps, he and I have connected again. We find each other again, connect, and da 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 da.
Yeah.
Nothing has happened yet to this date, and in fact, I think he's the last time we chatted, he actually got a little bit frustrated with me because, like, again, he wants to just show up, and I'm like, I can't just. Can we please
Yeah.
just meet out in public first?
Well, this is the one that doesn't want to meet in public.
Yeah, it's like let's take the
Yeah,
dog
okay. I
for a
remember
walk.
you
Let's
talking.
go
Yeah.
for a
Yeah,
walk
yeah,
with the
yeah.
dog first, and then
Yeah.
if it goes well, then good. Like and I've said it to him before. I'm like, what happens? You get here, and I'm like, no, I don't feel it. It's not gonna happen. He's like, I'd be a gentleman and I'd leave. I'm like, I don't know about this. It just feels weird.
So what it gives to me though that would make me, and this is the part that gets me, is the reason he only wants to come to your place also so he won't be seen out.
Right, right,
Is there someone else? So this is
right.
actually, this is a conversation Neve and I were just having with the current generation of people, how how much they cheat, how much they are like, you and I, we're together, but I'm
Yeah,
going to talk to these five girls constantly and they're going to think we're something,
right.
even though we're not. But I'm not going to tell them that. And I'm not
So
going
this
to
is
tell you, like,
the ability to
how,
do it incognito, the ability to be hiding
mhm,
behind the screen and doing it, and so therefore it's not that
exactly,
bad because we're just talking.
exactly. And some guys feel that that doesn't make, so women are like making an emotional connection through
Right,
the apps
right,
or the Snapchat or whatever, making that emotional connection. Whereas the guy's like, nah, I just want to see your pictures.
right.
I got a physical girl right here.
Yeah,
but I want to look at your pictures when I'm not with her because
Oh,
I
that
like
too.
having that. I like
Yeah,
having both options.
yeah.
I'm not going to
You
ever
can
see
look at
these 5 ladies, but you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
So on the
I just
app,
don't understand that.
on the dating apps, most of them you can't share pictures on, and there's a lot of parameters around keeping it safe.
Hmm. That
And
makes sense.
even like today, I said something about I'd rather get to know somebody before I showed my naughty side or something like that.
Hmm.
And a thing popped up on Hinge and says, "Are you sure you want to send this? Do you think the person will be offended by this if you send it?" I was like, "Oh,
Oh,
wow, okay."
look at
So,
AI getting in
right?
there.
So there is which also that freaks me out a little bit that I am sharing stuff on this app. My pictures are on there and like
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So that does freak me out a little bit. But I'm lazy and it's a way to find somebody without having access to people.
Yeah, yeah.
But when they say, "Do you want to switch from the app?" or I don't get
Hmm.
notifications, so I don't see when you're texting. Do you want to switch to text or WhatsApp or whatever? And more often than not, not all, but many, as soon as you do that, that opens the floodgates to the inappropriateness, like getting more X-rated.
Yes. Yeah. Like I could see, so I don't trust WhatsApp.
Okay.
I don't trust it. I don't trust it as in I
Pourquoi?
can't tell. I don't trust it because a lot of people who are not physically, they're not who they say they are, use WhatsApp. So, like, a lot of people will use WhatsApp because you don't have to have a valid phone number for it. You can use a phone number
Oh,
from
okay.
wherever you are in the world. So, if you're pretending to be some guy here,
Right.
you know, you can say you're here, but on WhatsApp, it doesn't show you that you're not here, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Like if I were to contact any of the people I know that are not in Canada, so like my Russian friends, they would only be available on WhatsApp.
Right. Yeah, yeah. And
Right.
that's why
But I would never
that's
know
how I
that.
use it.
Right.
Yeah, international friends.
International. Yeah. Yeah. So if someone was saying, I'm so and so from wherever,
Right.
they could use WhatsApp and you'd never know. So, but I also not a huge fan of Snapchat. That seems to be the thing that they use for photos right now.
I mean,
So,
any and WhatsApp, Snapchat, or Messenger or iMessage, that's the
mhm.
opportunity, right? As soon as you switch to one of
Yeah.
those other platforms, that's when that stuff can come through. And it's amazing how quickly like it's like an order. Send me a picture. I'm like, what? And this one I may have told you this. This one guy, he's like, "Oh, I love yoga pants," and I'm like, "Oh, it's what I wear. It's my."
Yeah. It's your uniform.
Oh, send me a picture of the yoga pants, and so I hung them on the
Did you really
yeah
send a picture of
on the
just the
curtain
fan?
rod. Took a picture of the pants. I'm like, "Here you go, baby. Enjoy." Like, you asked for a picture of the pants. Here's the pants.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. I love that.
I I had a full on conversation, and I feel bad if anything happens with this gentleman, but I had a full on conversation. He said, "What are you up to?" I'm actually just going into work. Oh, I guess you got to pay the bills. I'm like, yeah, unless I find myself a sugar daddy. He says, okay, well, if you find one, let me know. So then I went into a whole thing. I found someone for you. He's in his 80s. He doesn't have any children, so the whole inheritance would be yours. I'm like this whole like scenario about this sugar daddy for him,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking like he's just gonna ha ha or whatever. He went along with the bit. He responded back with like, "How's his seeing? Will he know I'm not a blonde bombshell and all this kind of?" I'm like, "Oh no, we'll put the prescription lenses out and we'll put fake ones in. It's all good." We had a full on, and then it finished with him saying something about I'll have to do something with my voice so that he believes I'm a woman. And then that was the last. Like I was like, I can't keep going on with this. The bit's over. Like, is this all we're doing? Like, okay, let's continue. Okay, yeah, change your voice so you sound like a woman. I'm like, but this is the problem: is that I feel uncomfortable
Yeah.
being flirty
Yeah.
because when I start being flirty, it tends to encourage things that I don't want to be
That you
involved.
don't want. Yeah. Yeah.
And it seems to, that's just been my experience with the guys that I've spoken to so far. Very rarely does it continue in a nice tone
Yeah.
unless I preemptively say, I don't want this to go. Let's keep this PG. And then majority, like then you know, because there have been some who are like they don't know what that means, and they continue on at the level that I'm not okay with. And then there's some who
Yeah.
take that as like, okay, all right, and they dial it
Okay.
back, and it's more
Yeah.
respectful.
Yeah. Do you
But
ever find, do they ever, when you say let's keep it PG, do they ever just disappear?
yeah, oh
Okay.
God, yeah, yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, because they're looking for the free 1-900 number, and like I don't do that for free.
Yeah. I want to, so I don't know I see all these people that are on these dating apps and that they're literally married and on the dating
Yeah,
apps.
yep.
Like
Okay,
how do you navigate that?
so there's two. There's many who have a picture with them with a woman. There was one guy that had the picture of him with like on their wedding day. Yeah, I know. And typically on those ones it says ethical non-monogamy.
Okay.
So
So they're
ENM.
acknowledging that they're married, but they're open
Right.
to,
Looking for
okay.
ENM. One came up today and it was actually a woman's picture and her saying, I'm happily married. We're looking for someone to join us. He loves to spoil us. It'll be great, this sort of thing. I'm like, oh my
Wow.
God. Yeah. Um, but then there are the ones where they don't give their actual name, which is very common with these guys. Won't give actual name, won't give actual where they work.
Hmm.
NYOB, none of your business, is typically what they put. Um,
Oh,
and they don't take pictures with their face in it. Yeah. So sometimes
okay.
it'll be body pictures, clothed, sometimes not. You don't see the junk, but like, like a
Yeah,
shirt
yeah,
underneath
yeah.
or
Just
whatever.
like, yeah, like
Right.
abs and stuff like
So you
that.
don't, yeah, so you don't see their face in it, or it's like all like um outdoorsy things. Or there's even some where it's like all black screens. It's not an actual, you don't see anything. So those ones I'm
Oh,
like, okay, what are you hiding? Like that doesn't
yeah,
feel comfortable to me.
yeah.
Typically the ones that have a bathroom photo, a bathroom selfie, because that's the probably the most popular, the bathroom selfie where they're I typically go past those ones. So I'm like, if you don't have a friend who can take a picture of you, then this isn't going to work.
Yeah.
Or the fishing and hunting pictures, guy
Aren't
holding
those
a
common?
gun, and
Don't
I'm
they
like,
all?
no, not I don't. Okay, fine. If you're a hunter, I don't need you to brag about it. Like, let's do that
Yeah,
quietly. And like, okay,
yeah.
and it's like I know guys who they ethically hunt, and they eat everything that it's not just for sport. It's
Yeah.
for
They
food.
didn't do it. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
They actually, it's like they have those deer quells kind of thing where you shoot
Yeah.
a deer, but and because it's overpopulated in an area, and
Right.
then you take it to the butcher and get it
Right.
all.
And I'm
Yeah.
not naive. I know our food comes from somewhere and like
Hmm.
okay. And quite honestly, if like anything bad were to happen in the world, having somebody like that would be great. Because then I
Hmm.
wouldn't starve to death. And I don't want to
Yes.
starve to death. That would be a cruel way to go.
Hmm.
But also I don't need to see it because that's not. There was one, oh my gosh, Courtney. There was one, he was holding the head of the deer that he just killed, like holding it up to be in the picture.
Yuck.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't like that.
No, yeah.
I
Me
don't like
neither.
that. I don't like it
Me neither.
mounted on your wall either.
No, but like what woman is seeing that and is like, "Oh yeah, baby."
There
I mean,
are
maybe some
some.
are, right?
There
Maybe
are
there are.
some. Not me.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. So it's been a journey. And when I'm surprised and typically within the first maybe 24 hours of talking,
Yeah.
whether or not like if they don't ask you within the first like little bit of like, do you want to get together? Do you want to go on a date? They're just there to talk. Nothing
Oh,
else.
okay. Okay.
They're just hiding behind the screen, seeing where it goes. And I find that very, very frustrating. There's also the other part of it too is that, these apps are set up so that if you pay for it, you get more.
Oh,
So like you can't see the likes unless you pay for it. You will
Oh, I
end
see.
up, so if you connect and have a match, and if the person messages you, then it might happen for you.
Yeah.
Um, but really, it's when you pay for it. So I did that with one of them. I can't remember which one. I'm like, okay, I'm going to pay for it. Let's see what happens. And I got nothing. Absolutely nothing while I was paying for it. So I went back to doing
So
it
it's not worth
free.
it.
Exactly. And then I'll like refresh every so often so that it brings up a new,
Yeah.
but it sometimes it's so rewarding and you feel so good and oh, look at these matches and this guy likes me and that guy
Hmm.
likes me. Sometimes you're flipping through and like Tinder will say before you do anything, they like
Hmm.
you. They've actually liked you.
Yeah.
And there are times where I'm looking at those and I'm offended. I'm like, seriously, this is who I'm attracting? Like what am I putting out there that this is
That this is what I'm getting.
that this is what I'm getting? Or on the flip of that, that I see someone that I'm like, oh my gosh, like you are
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
I also
So
find that, go ahead.
what are the names? So Tinder, I've heard of.
Yep.
What's another app that you've
Um,
tried?
Bumble,
Bumble. Okay.
Hinge.
Hinge. Okay.
When I first started, I tried Match, and then was talking about it in the studio, and all the girls were like, "Oh, that's like for old men. Like you don't want to go on Match." I'm like, oh, okay. Thank you. You're right. I don't want an old man. Um, and it was a sketchy looking dudes. Like it just didn't. And
Really?
then
Okay.
yeah, so those are the ones that I've tried, as well as Facebook has a dating.
Oh, do they? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I think there was when I was younger something called Plenty of Fish. I
I think that's
know
still
friends that ended up finding they actually dated in high school
yeah.
and then lost contact and then matched on Plenty of Fish. They didn't
Okay.
know who, like their names. Obviously, she thought maybe because his name is unique, she thought maybe he might be, and they met for coffee, and they were like they're married now.
Awesome.
But
Oh,
yeah, so
awesome.
they did find each other again. But that was the only one I remember.
Yeah.
So I've heard of Tinder, Hinge. I've heard of
Okay.
those, but I don't know. What one do you prefer?
Oh, I go back and forth. I found with Tinder there was more like active dates that happened from Tinder
Okay.
in the beginning, and then it goes
Yeah.
quiet. And it's funny
Okay.
because you like, I think Matt called it beating the game, where you go through and like Hinge will do this. Tinder just keeps going around and around, so you just keep going back to the ones you've already
The
seen.
same team. Okay.
Hinge will be like, maybe you want to change your parameters. Maybe you want to,
Oh,
because you get to the end of it and it's like,
yeah.
we've
And it's
seen
like
everybody
you,
we have to offer and you're not liking any of them. So, like, maybe you
yeah,
need to check yourself.
yeah.
And I'm like, no, no, I will not.
You're like, no, actually, I'm
I
not
will
going
keep
to
my
change what
standards
I'm
the
looking for. This is what I'm
same.
looking for. I'll just wait for the next boy to come.
Exactly. And the thing is that, like, I will every so often, I'll be like, okay, well, like, I liked what he said, or really handsome in the picture. So even though it's not some of the parameters that I have, I'll be
Yeah.
like, okay, I'll bend the rule for this guy. And then
Hmm.
inevitably it doesn't work out.
So
Inevitably,
it wasn't worth bending the rule for that guy.
yeah, like there's been so many times where I was like, oh, well, no, that actually is a I put that rule in place for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's not so like why continue to try to change, but it's so superficial, right? It's all
Yeah.
pictures, it's all
Yep.
you know, whatever little chat things you put in there. But like,
Yeah.
and there's been so many times where I'm scrolling through and I'm like, oh, he's handsome. And the next picture, I'm like, oh, yeah. And then by the last one, you're like, oh, no,
Yeah.
thank you. And
Hmm.
like, I don't like the way he dresses. He's got terrible taste. Or I see him in his kitchen and I'm like, your kitchen is ugly. Like, don't you have a nice house? I don't want to, like, it's so bad. So, and I
Well,
recognize it, but like, I can't change a guy. I can't make him start dressing nicer. I can't, you know what I mean? Like, so
technically you could, but That's one thing that what Neve was saying is that she finds a lot of the time guys are just looking for pictures. They just want pictures. So she's like, I just don't respond to them.
Right.
She's
Right.
like, if you're gonna send me a message, I'll talk to you. But she's like, if you just want snaps of I don't need them. I don't need more pictures
Yeah.
of abs. She's like, I don't need them.
Yeah. Now, luckily, I've only received 2 dick pics.
Mm,
One was wrapped in a face cloth. So thank you, sir, for not
for not showing.
exposing completely. The other one I didn't mind. He caught me at the right time in the right moment. And I was like, oh, okay. Hi.
You're like, okay.
Look at you. You're not circumcised. I've never seen one before. Thank you.
Oh my god, I love it.
See, and but like any guy who's like not taking the time to get to know me,
Hmm.
they're gonna get the prude. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna open up and be this. I can be dirty.
Hmm.
I can be sassy, but at the same time, I'm so guarded on these things.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I would even say I'm guarded even on the first date. Like I tend to be careful with how much I share of
Hmm.
my life and my story. Partly because I don't know where this is going, so I don't want to
Hmm.
give you the whole my whole heart or my whole I don't know, dirty secrets. And part of it I don't remember what the other part
I was gonna say, but those boys stalk you and they find your podcast and they watch
is.
your podcast and then they learn all about you.
I know, I know. I mean, as I said to the gentleman who did that, and maybe he's listening. Hello, darling. Um, it is a good way to get to know me to listen to the podcast, but also I will warn anybody too, is that the first season, you can tell that Kristy wasn't doing well just by looking at her face. And even the most recent episodes, the last couple of episodes, when I've watched them back, Courtney, I'm like,
Hmm.
when you've done the little segments, I was like, oh God, there she goes again. What's going on? Because I've been going through a little something again and managing all that, and it's amazing how much it shows up on my face, like how tired I look, how you can just see the sadness seeping out. And I think that I'm like hiding it. I think that I'm putting my mask on, but oh my gosh, I cannot hide it. Courtney's just
No,
shaking her head. No, you
I,
can't, woman. No,
you
you
can't hide
can't.
it.
Yeah, I do not
Yeah,
have a poker face. Which maybe is also the problem with my dates is that like if I everything I'm thinking and feeling during the date, I'm showing it on my face. And so they're like,
I
"Oh
feel
yeah,
like you and Neve have a lot in common.
she does not
I feel
like
bad.
me."
I feel bad for these boys. If she's not impressed, she doesn't hide it at all.
Yeah. But I also like so when was that? I don't even know how long ago it was. But while I was still married years ago, I had this dream one night and it was a man coming off of a train. And I can't tell you exactly what he looked like.
Hmm.
Um, it was the feeling. It was this overwhelming, this is my person, this feeling of safety, connection, of so many emotions that
Yeah.
just felt so like like elation. It was just I can't even describe it. I wish I had the words because it was just a magical sensation. And I remember back then when I woke up being like, "Oh shit." Like Troy really isn't the one. And like this was
Yeah.
a long time ago. And I stayed in this relationship a long time after that, but had that moment of like I've never felt that way with him and I've never felt that way with anybody. And is that a real thing? Like can I actually have that?
Yeah.
And then more recently, again I had a dream And I can't tell you what he looked like, but we were in an embrace. And it was as I woke up, and it was actually me speaking out loud that woke me up. And I don't know if it was him speaking or me speaking, but saying, I'm ready for you. And that's how I woke up. And I just woke up
Yeah.
again. And it was that same sensation, that same
Feeling.
feeling I had, that first dream I had. And it just like, I woke up on cloud nine. I'm thinking, okay, like, is this going to happen? Is this, it's
Yeah.
on its way and he's ready for me or I'm ready for him? I don't know. And so these poor boys, every one I meet,
Isn't that one?
it isn't that one. And like, can that feeling happen on the first date? No. And I know that. But I do feel there needs to be some sensation of, I don't want this date to end. I
I
don't
was
want
just
you
going to
to
say, but
leave.
you've got to have a feeling of like when you're on the date being like, you know what? Is the date over? Really? Oh, I don't want it to be over.
Right.
Like, or when can I
Right.
see you again? Like
Right.
that feeling.
I think I may have said this already now that, or today, is that it's just more of a, okay, maybe we need to be friends. Maybe this is a connection of friendship rather than a love match. Because it's
Yeah.
just not like, it's just not quite there. Sorry, I'm having some visions of some of the dates that I've been on and the experiences I've had. Because it's funny that I've, I've had more, for lack of a better term, successful dates or dates that I wanted more from with guys who are
Yeah.
younger.
Yeah.
And I did not think that that would be my MO. And the thing is, like the one guy kept saying, "Oh, you're with a younger man, you're with a," and kept like speaking about it as if it was like the turn on for me, that it was the age that was the thing. But quite honestly, it's the feeling younger because I don't feel my age.
Yeah. I was talking about
And
that the other day.
when you're with somebody younger, it's like you can feel more like you can, it's like, no, this is the age I actually feel. So this feels more comfortable to me. And it's not a kink. And I think he was
Yeah.
thinking that it was like
It
this.
was like, yeah, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And no,
Yeah.
that's not the case.
Yeah. I don't know. And it's just something that I've seen in my friends that are dating that they seem happier with the younger guy. And I don't know if it's because that younger guy appreciates their knowledge and their, you know what I mean? Like appreciates the attention and that they have over someone younger,
Yeah.
or like if it's attention. I don't know what it is, but I've seen the same thing. Most of my friends who are single have connections with younger guys.
Yeah.
Till
Well, I think like part of the problem is, and these are the guys that I've experienced this with. When I was first single, and I think we talked about this in the Building a Community podcast, that, the weekend would come and I didn't make plans.
yes.
And so I've spent a lot of time building up that community and
Hmm.
having plans on the weekends, at least one of the days, so that I didn't have that sensation. And I think that's exactly what's going on with with guys that are older and our age. They are so far from being in the habit of having plans every weekend, of needing to make plans every weekend, and are so comfortable in the not going out and not doing things on the weekend that they aren't actively going there. Whereas the younger guy is still actively enjoying going out, is still actively like has the energy to want to do more than just dinner and call it a night.
Yeah.
They want
Yeah.
to get a little bit more creative with their nights out and stuff like that. So I think that plays a role in it for sure. But it
Yeah.
is a yeah, these dating apps. I loved somebody once described it as fast food dating. That you've got this menu of options and it's all these, here's your you want redhead, you want them to, live within so many kilometers of you. You want them to have no kids, non-smoker. You can
Do
kind
you
of
actually choose those things on the app?
So if you pay for it, you can have it filtered so that those people don't show up. But you have your account or your bio set up to
Mhm.
show. So
Okay.
for me, non-smoker, drinks occasionally, um, has children, doesn't want more children, that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Some of them
okay.
even have your birth sign is, what your political views are,
Okay, I could see that being important.
right? So typically there are some that I just swipe.
Yep.
There are
And
some that
bye bye.
there are some that within their bio they say if you're vaxxed, don't bother swiping right.
Really?
Yes. If you're vaccinated, if you've bought into that whole thing, don't bother, we won't get along.
Well, at least they're upfront telling you so you can avoid them.
I remember early on, I was like, there was a guy who was handsome as all get out,
Yeah.
and he had conservative in his political views. And I sent him a message and I said, are you fiscally conservative or socially conservative? And he never responded to me. Oh, so
Uh,
it's a look at us. We both did the same
we both did at the same time.
time. But it's an experience. It's strange, and so many have said to me, "Why don't you just do it the old-fashioned way?" 100%. I would love to do that. I would love to just happen across somebody
Hmm.
and something spark up. I am open to that happening. The thing is, can you hear that?
I can, yeah.
I have the door open, so I thought Oliver needed to go outside. Sorry. It was somebody on in a car outside. Um, I am more than open to do that, but I'm just not in situations where that's an option. I'm taking golf lessons Wednesday night,
Yeah,
and
yeah, you did
which I'm
mention that.
enjoying. It's great. All women,
Hmm.
and the instructors are all young guys, like too young,
Yeah.
beyond the threshold of okay.
Yeah.
So like, what do you do? Hello, kitty cat. What do you do? Like how?
She's like, okay, let's finish this.
I know. And like my cousin and I were out for breakfast a few weeks ago, and that's what she said. I thought for sure with all of the people that you see on a daily basis, someone would be like, "Hey, I've got a coworker, I've got a brother,
Hmm.
I've got somebody." She was
Hmm.
convinced that it wouldn't take long for me to be introduced to somebody. And yet, no, it's not happening. So there you go. So the dating apps are where we go.
So yeah, if you're watching this and you're like, hey, Kristy, hit her up.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, but be a gentleman and don't
Yes,
be a
yes,
creepy pervert.
yes.
But also, I mean, I don't think we have a lot of men that watch.
I don't think so. I think it was a very, very small portion when I looked at the
Yeah.
stats. So,
I mean, there might
but
still be men.
anyways,
All right, then. Courtney's
moving.
done.
I am done.
All right, that's enough for today. Thank you all for listening to us.
Yes, thank you
Uh,
for that. And give us any feedback. Like, we'd love to hear your stories.
yeah.
If you have a
And
preferred dating app,
yeah, I gotta do a shout out to Tasha, who's been listening religiously since she and I met. So hi, Tasha. Tasha, we were texting today, and she's like, "Oh my God, just as you texted this is what I'm doing." And she took a picture. She's making breakfast, and she had her iPad open with the
she
podcast
was
going.
watching.
Yeah. So hi, Tasha. Love you, girl. It's awesome. All right, darling. You have a great weekend. You're off to the cottage.
Yes, off
Very
to the
excited.
cottage. Yeah,
Enjoy.
yeah.
And
Thank you.
we will join you all again next week.
Next week,
Thank you for listening and being part of the At
our
the Bar,
community.
Heard at the Bar community. There we go. Okay. Thank you all.
Bye,
Good day to
guys.
you.